Hey YouTube, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day here in Dallas, Texas, and just wanted to show you guys an update on my fruit trees. And you can see, because we have been getting so much rain, this is the area we have mowed the lawn just like 3 days ago, and just in 3 days you can see how much grass is growing. It's just been pouring. And the fruits, because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. It's not doing really good, so try to keep the fruits that are really in good shape, so the tree doesn't spend any energy in trying to revive a fruit, because there's plenty, so it can try and make the fruits good. So you can see there's lots and lots of fruits over here, and I can pull off that dried fruit that's over here. Gonna remove that. I think it is a good size at this time to actually bag them into a organza bag. When you see a fruit that has a damage like that, I would actually go ahead and remove it, just because this fruit is actually going to have a bug that's growing inside, so no point of growing this fruit. Yeah, there's quite a bit of fruit already. Size is pretty small so far, but this fruit tree doesn't produce huge fruits, but they are really flavorful peaches. So this is my favorite peach tree, actually favorite peach tree and peach I've ever had. So this variety is called the Harvester. It is extremely fragrant type of fruit tree, and also very flavorful, fragrant, and super sweet. And you can see it produces quite a bit of fruit, and really love it. Highly recommend this variety of fruit trees. Hey Thor. Well, I know you miss me. All right, over here I've got my persimmon tree, and it is starting to put on, the flowers are starting to turn into small persimmons. I will wait until the persimmon is about the peach size. Wait, this is too small. It should be at least 10 times bigger than that, and then I'll put a bag on it to protect it from the other animals. But you can see there's quite a bit of fruit already starting to grow. So every branch pretty much has fruits growing on it. There's fruit there, fruit there, and you can see there's a lot of fruit already fallen too. So quite a bit of fruit has fallen, and that's pretty normal. It is going to get rid of quite a few fruits because of the storm, wind, rain, whatever you want to call it, but it'll still have considerable amount of fruit. But the only thing I have to do extra is try to prevent the wild animals from eating it. So there's plenty of fruit. And the tree has gone pretty big, unreachable areas over there, up there. So those, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna try and bag those on the very top. I'm gonna just try and bag the bottom ones that I can reach. I don't know if I should go ahead and trim it off over there so it can only grow horizontally. I might do that. I'm thinking about it. But I really actually like that it provides a little shade. So yeah, I might leave it too. And like I said, you know, some animals will eat that. You can see this tree is growing in a weird shape, and all the growth is on that side. No growth on this side. I don't know why. But yeah, it's just very interesting. There are the baby goats. Yeah, it's not time yet. We'll get you the milk bottle soon. Yeah. 4, leave them. Yep, it's not time yet. This is Holy, and that is Diego, and that's Thor. All right, let's go to some other fruit trees. And I'll go to all of them today because it's still so wet and soggy because of and the grass is quite tall. Over here also you can see this persimmon tree is already putting some fruits, even though this has gone bad. Even though this tree is pretty young. I think it's only 2 years old, this tree. This tree is just 1 year old. Persimmon tree. And this also does have fruits on it. Whoa. There's a bee. She's gone. Okay, so yeah, this tree also has persimmon growing, and as you can see, it's all bent. It does need a support. The support is not enough, so I may have to come and put like a T-post or something right away so it doesn't break off. That tree originally actually broke off, but it grew new stems. So this is another peach tree, and this is peach Alberta. It's a decent peach, nothing too exciting. All right, let's go look at the plums. Oh my god, the grass is just so tall. All right, this is the first year. I can see a lot of big plums growing so far. I don't have a lot of harvest from this plum tree so far. I've only harvested like just a handful of plums. So this year so far it looks like it has a lot more fruit. And I don't know until it actually starts ripening how the fruit harvest is going to be. So, but it is old enough to grow all the fruit it needs to grow. This is a plum tree. I don't know the name of the variety, but a plum tree. Here is another plum tree. Let's see if I can find any plums growing on this. This is much younger. I think it's like 3 years old plum tree, but I do not see any fruits on it. It's interesting. Do see some beetles. I can get it on the camera. Ladybug. So pretty. It's fallen off. Okay, let me find some plums on this, but like I said, I don't see any, so I guess, oh, I see a plum there. So basically, yeah, everything is fallen off or has been eaten. Wow. Fallen off, so many plums. Fallen off. So I had no idea that the plums were already ripe. I thought it would be like June or July before, and not a single plum is on the tree. That is sad. Okay. It is what it is. I see some more plums over there. There, over there, there. Anyways, so this plum did not survive. The plums did not survive. The tree is good. Hopefully next year. I think when they're young trees, they don't always produce fruit. In the first few years, it may drop off, so it can keep the energy in the tree development. Going on to the next fruit tree. This is another peach tree. Not sure about the variety on this one, but it's different. It's not harvester. There's a good example of the peaches that you need to get rid of. See that? It's gonna be buggy later anyways, so right, there's one more buggy one. And yeah, it has decent amount of fruit too, so all right, let's go and see if there's a LSU fig which is coming back. Yay! I was hopeful and it did come back, so I'm very excited about that. But the weeds are taller than the fig. You can see the fig is, the weeds are taller, so I'll have to mow around here to make sure my fig tree doesn't die. This is really good fig tree. It's called LSU. And in Dallas, Texas, when you're growing, when I have been growing my fig, it takes a first, I think 4 or 5 years for the root system to develop good enough where the fig tree won't completely die off. So I have another fig tree over there. I'll show you in a few minutes. But this fig tree, it used to die all the way down, just like this one did, where there's nothing, like there's no evidence other than this stick that I've, a bamboo stick that I have over here to remind me that there is a fig tree. And it'll grow all summer, fall, and then die again in winter, all the way down and start again in May, April, May. Today is May, so it just started probably end of April and shoot it up. So, but it just gets bigger every year, and it starts producing maybe like the 5th or the 6th year, any figs, if it does. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and weed this area out nicely, put some mulch around it, and fertilize it. Over here, I need to clean up this growth down over here. This is a Asian pear tree. This is the variety Shinsky. pear Shinsky. And it does. This is the first time I see any pears growing. So let me show you if I can capture it on my camera here. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay, I think I can show you this one. Where is it? There it is. There is the pear, the Asian pear. These are more on like apple and pear cross type of tasting pear. The Asian pears are. They're little crunchy pears basically, if you have not had one. But they're really delicious, and I think in my experience I've not been able to grow apples nicely, so I'm hoping that the pears are a good substitute for that. So let me give these things to them so they will be happy and let me talk in my videos. Right. Go eat that. Go eat that. See what I dropped. Okay. They see me and they are asking for a bottle of milk, so sorry about that. Let me see if I can find any more pears. They're very up high there, so I may need to find a harvesting tool that I can buy and harvest these pears. This tree, I am not growing it as just as a fruit tree, so I'm not going to keep it short because I want this tree to provide shade to my animals on that side. So all of these trees over here, I'm letting it grow to the maximum height for the shade. The ones over here, I want to keep them at a decent height so I can reach and manage the harvest myself without getting on a ladder and making it dangerous for myself. So all right, let me see if I can find any more of the I don't think there are more. There's just the two that I saw earlier. I had seen a few more, but it's possible that they may have fallen off because of the storm that we had. And as they grow bigger, I'm sure they'll be easy to identify and see. So, all right, let's move on to the fig tree because that's next. And this is another persimmon tree over here. It's really young. It's just a few months old. I just bought it, I think, in fall and replaced a pear tree that I had that had gotten a disease. This has also gone bad. I don't expect the first year tree to produce fruit, but I do see, that it is producing. But as you can see, it's not very healthy. And it's okay if it doesn't produce because you want the plant and the tree to establish. See that it's not a good fruit. It's already damaged. This one is another example. It's not green. Just on a touch it falls off compared to the nice green one that's over here. And this is not going to fall off. It did, but if it's a good one, it's not going to fall off easily like that. There's a few over here and over here. So yeah, even though it's just a few months old, it's producing persimmons. This is a Fuyu persimmon. This is the best variety that I like. I like Fuyu persimmon that are not astringent because I don't want to eat a extremely ripe persimmon. I like it little unripe persimmon so I can have a little crunch and the sweetness. The astringent variety, you have to wait until they are very, very, very soft, almost like a overripe banana. And I don't like that texture. And if you eat it a little unripe, then you get a cotton mouth feeling, and I don't like that. So here is an interesting caterpillar eating the weed. Wow, look at that. That is so cool. Okay, all right. Now let me show you guys the fig tree that, let's see if there are any figs. There is a pecan tree over here that's died, did not make it. I think it's because of the drought that we had, probably. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it didn't make it. And you can see that the bottom is trying to grow again, and I don't want it to grow from here. So this is going to come off. It was beautiful, and I needed that shade. I don't know what I'm going to replace, or will replace anything in this place. Anyways, I have a volunteer mulberry tree. This is a white mulberry tree, and I love mulberries, but I'm kind of like worried about it. I've heard a lot of negative things, that it grows too big and it produces a lot of mulberries, and then those mulberries or seeds produce a lot of weed mulberry trees. So I don't know, I'm thinking about it. Over here I saw a ton of figs, so let me see if I can capture it. They're still babies. There you go. A few more. Oh, there you go. They're still very little. Oh, there's so many over here too. I don't know if you can see it. A lot of figs are growing. So we're gonna have a good fig season this time. I think this is going to be one of the best fruit season, is my expectations from how I'm seeing the rain and how the trees are flourishing. Just beautiful. It's loaded. It's lots and lots of figs. Almost all the tops have figs on them. This fig variety is extremely fragrant, extremely sweet, and very, very small. They're very delicious. And not only the fig is very sweet, but even the foliage, it has such a sweet fragrance to it. So just being around this fig tree is very it's just very pleasant. Yeah, I think the branches that don't get any sun are not producing any figs, so that's what it looks like. But lots of figs are coming on, so super exciting. And I had trimmed off some of the fig tree cuttings, and I put in some rainwater. Let's see if that experiment is putting on any